Yes, entering it forward to secondary school, I joined the press club. I naturally just love talking. I found myself that I love talking. I love reaching out, even if I was 95% very, 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 very shy. Yes, and I still am, although we're crawling out of it though. Yeah, very, very shy. But I just find myself that when I talk, people just tend to pause and listen. And like, oh wow, I doubt if it was the content of what I was saying at that moment, or because of the voice or how I speak. So I saw the need to, and I loved literature back then. At the same time, I loved accounting. I loved business. I was good in literature, and I was so good in accounting. I actually dropped anything literature. I was very good. I will at that tender age. I do write poems, and I still do. I write poems. I write stories. I lost my book, so many things actually killed my passion there. But they didn't really stop me to diversify because I had that talent. That's why I said passion and talent. Saying also saying the possibility. I lost my storybook then. My mom had to buy a big tea cover for me. She was like, "You'll be an author." My dad wanted me to study journalism, but I was scared because I heard ghost stories of journalists who were killed in adventures. So I dissuaded me. I was like, I don't want to die. That young mindset. So my mom literally saw that passion and bought the book, a book where I would write stories. I think I still have them. These kids stories and also young dramas and play. I still had them. And I love poetry. I just had that passion. When I watch TVs, and I was born into a family where 247 we watch news is a religious background. So movies were really not my thing, except they were dramas that causes our olden days Nollywood dramas that had little or no spoiler. So that was the only movie that was allowed to watch if I must watch one. And that also fueled my passion at that moment. Not denying the fact that I had a hidden talent. I want people to see me for who I really was. Someone who is shy and wants to get free. Someone who wants to transition into the other side of the world, not being really an extrovert or an introvert. Someone who wants to blend, who wants to try things, who wants to be diversified. So I first saw them as humans. Like, okay, is this is a colleague of mine. I didn't see them as, okay, this is an evil man, this is an evil woman, this is a Yoruba man. I have a colleague here who is Yoruba, and we blend very well. Around the work environment, they usually call us a company. she's named Peace Adejimo. She's Yoruba, and they usually call us a company P&G. It's that funny. She joined us not quite long, but I was able to blend. That's because I had that mindset of I could do this. There's possibility in blending with people. I saw her first as a human before I saw her as her tribe person. Before I saw her as a how will I put it now, a Yoruba person. So we first see each other as humans. If you're in a space like, for example, my environment, a media station, a media place, let's see yourself as colleagues who want to thrive in the media industry. Let's see yourself as colleagues who want to learn more, who want to be creative in the media space. So you create that sense of unity. You create a sense of unity and diversity that despite people of different lifestyle, different religious beliefs, some may be Muslim, some may be Christian, that doesn't interfere with the main goal why you are here. That doesn't interfere with the fact that you are in this media space to grow, to learn, to unlearn, and to make a work environment move forward. So we as human beings should learn to remove that stereotype, cultural background, religious background, racial background, whatever stereotype. We should just learn to delete it from our mind. That's the reason. That's one of the situations Nigeria is in now. We all first put our tribe before we remember first that we are Nigerian. Before you can achieve that unity and diversity, When you see yourself as human, you will appreciate the Igbo art. You will appreciate the Benin art. You will appreciate the Yoruba art. When it comes to the North Terracotta, when it comes to the Ife symbol, when it comes to various work of art, you learn to respect it. You learn to respect, you learn to admonish the Yoruba woman who dances. You learn to admonish the Igbo woman when she speaks. You don't learn to you learn to desist from making mockery of various people various tribe accents. You learn to desist from it. So first see yourself as humans created by God. Next to see yourself as how if I want to streamline it to Nigeria, next to see yourself as Nigerians. Before you begin to place, I don't even think you need to place those stereotypes or saying you're Igbo, you're this, you're that. No. The purpose of art is to create a blend. Despite there is diversity, there are diverse cultures, there are diverse interpretations of art. There are many ways people would style their clothes. They say, oh, this has a touch of Yoruba. Oh, this has a touch of Hausa. Oh, this has a touch of Igbo. No. I think this one is from Ijo. I don't like it. No. You appreciate the art first. See that, wow, this is another side of art. This Ijo man's dress is another side of art, and it's beautiful. You see the Fulani man say, oh wow, I love this touch of art. This is another form. This is another view where you can see art. Oh wow, appreciate it first before we begin to create. Okay, because it is not Yoruba, because it is not Igbo. It's not speaking well. By the time we're able to do so, we'll be able to give respect to those cultural beliefs, to those artistic interpretations. We'll be able to give such nice and absolute respect. There will be no one saying, I don't like this because it's not Yoruba. By the time you appreciate the art for what it is as a new form of art, you appreciate it as art. Someone's human effort that was inspired by God, that was inspired by God giving